So we are probably gonna fire Craig Harmon here. You know, a D prestige is not very good. He is whatever this is called, Steam Guru. Because we do have a recruiter, we have us. I would ideally like to get a. Oh, never mind. It appears he has elite recruiter. Cool. Yeah, so we're probably going to be looking for a new offensive coordinator. Well, I mean, this guy isn't terrible. His prestige is just dog shit. Which I don't know if it's worth it to risk it. No, I think our defense was good. I think we're going to extend Jeff Knowles. Craig Harmon, though, I think we're going to go ahead and fire. So, Cade Klubnik of Clemson, so mouthful, wins the Heisman in year one. We'll take a look at job offers just for the shits and gigs. Oh, actually, you know, not terrible. Obviously, we're not leaving.
I'm not fucking leaving!
Yes, so we're going to go ahead and try and find a better OC. I'm sure none of these guys are going to want... I mean, Kent State head coach is, like, here for some reason. With D plus prestige, which I guess makes sense. Looks like Kent State's interested in everybody available. Scott Satterfield, Cincinnati. I'm sure you won't have any desire to come be an OC. Yeah, so, I don't know, Aaron Watson, is he the move? Kent State wants him. That's not who I clicked on, game. Thank you. It would be really nice to see what he has. He has to win one more top 25 game to unlock that. Marcus Maggi. Okay, cool. So we're not gonna click on the guys I'm clicking on. This guy might actually be the move. Marcus Maggio? It's probably Maggio. Caleb Sharp. Yeah, no. There's no way this guy's gonna want to come here. I almost want to go for this guy just because he's gonna have more, but I think Maggio might be the best option. I think we're gonna go ahead and offer Marcus Maggio. Hopefully we can beat out Kent State. So Trayvon Masters had very up and down season. Overall, I think he did pretty well. Unfortunately, he is graduating, so he's going to be out of here. Finished with positive rushing yards, which is nice. So it looks like as long as he, which is deal breaker's playing time, so Darius Whitmore should probably be sticking around, more than likely. Not too confident in him. We do have a 3-star quarterback coming in. I believe he's a gem. No, I don't think he's a gem. What was his name? Broderick something. Yeah, I should get a little chicken tender with the football helmet. But yeah, we do have a freshman coming in that'll probably push him for that starting role. Russian, Kendrick Hightower, the third, sorry, only 672 rushing yards. He averaged 5.2 a carry, but we just didn't run the ball a ton. I just want to look at like they're throwing the ball 515 times. We threw the ball 150 times less. They ran it 130, 80. Yeah, I just feel like we aren't running as many plays as some of these other teams, and that's probably because of our quarter length. But like the games feel good. But we might look at increasing those in the off season or for next season, I should say. Yeah. So Hightower, he'll be back. Playing time is his deal breaker, which is an A plus, and he's only a junior. So we'll get another year of Hightower, which will be nice. Hopefully he can kind of, he's got star development, so yeah, he might see a little bit of a boost in his development. Receiving wise, we did have a 1,000-yard receiver in Javion Knox. 11 touchdowns as well. He was very good, and good thing he's graduating because otherwise he'd be leaving in the transfer portal. And that would be kind of sad to see. We did have, a few different solid receivers. I really don't know if this is like a high amount of drops. I feel like it's not. Mainly because I have Quentin Johnston on my fantasy team, so I know that, 5 is like one game for him. But it really just kind of felt like in the like really clutch moments was kind of when these guys weren't catching the ball more often than not. Blocking wise, oh boy, yeah. We gave up quite a few stats this year. Zaire Benton was just not great. Yeah, number 71. He was that guy. I don't remember what game it was, but we were in overtime and dropped back into the pass, and I look up, and 71 is just, he stands up and just turns around, and his guy's gone and sats me, and we lose the game. So he might be transferring, and I don't think I'm really going to think about trying to keep him. So, yeah. Defensively, we did have a few stars, I would say. Pennington, he was fun to use. I feel like his stats would be a little better if it wasn't for me being so ass at defense. But still, 2.5 sacks and an interception, fine. These are kind of our top tackle guys. Sacks wise, we did have a couple of 8 sack guys. Tyrese Boone, kind of one of my favorite guys from this season. Senior redshirt, so he's going to be graduating, unfortunately. He did get second team all MAC, which is cool. We'll be going through all that later. But yeah, he had this stretch of games like right here where he had the 3-1 half, and then like he would just kind of go on a tear where he was like really involved, it felt like, and then he kind of would just disappear, and then he'd be back. But he was a fun guy. Interceptions, we had 3. We really need to get better at that. Yeah, one of those was a user pick. Oh, we did have a pit sits. Yeah, that's right. I forgot. Roman Tate had that one. Pit sits. Can't remember what game it was, but that was fun. Oh, I think it was NIU, and it didn't matter at all. But regardless, it was fun. Kicking, 72% again. this is largely my fault because I just don't understand the arrow sometimes, and I miss a lot of kicks because of that. Punting, 33 punts. Keenan Baskerville got his fair share of work this year. Almost 1,400 punt yards is ridiculous. I'm hoping to punt a lot less next season, but I don't think this team will be much better next year. Just with all of our best players are probably going to be transferring and or graduating. Kick returns, we really didn't do much on either return aspect. So in the match conference, we had one of the worst offenses. Or actually, we're kind of middle of the pack ish. 277 points stored, which was more than quite a few teams, surprisingly. Offense on its own, though, was, I think second to last. And again, like, I know that us playing on 10-minute quarters as opposed to all these schools playing on 15 is kind of a unfair difference. So it's kind of hard to look at, but either way, I mean, our offense just wasn't good. Defensively, though, and this is why I do think that it's solely because of the time, is we had the number one defense in the MAC, and I'm kind of, I mean, we allowed almost 1,000 less yards than every other school. We were number 5 in the nation, which just shouldn't be the case. So kind of just glance at these. Looks like Clemson just straight up dominated in every aspect, it looks like. Holy shit, we have a UAB cornerback winning Jim Thorpe Award. Kanye Udo Jr. Okay. Out of Arizona State, one of the best running backs. Jeremiah Smith, of course, best wide receiver. Barty, another kid, Clemson. Chase Slaughter. And some of these I just don't care for. Oh, Rashad Pennington finished top 10 in the Dick Butkus Award, which is cool. Didn't feel like he did much, but I mean, recognition, let's go. I think that's probably going to be our only, that's our only like top 10 finish on awards. All Americans, I highly doubt we have any. I know for a fact, no, we won't. First team, second team. Yep. All-American freshmen. I don't think we had any freshmen play. We will for sure next year, though. So look out for that. Now let's look at MAC All-Americans. Javion Knox. Let's go. First team All-MAC. Same with Najee Lattimore and Rashad Pennington. Oh, Najee will be back. Oh, no, he won't. Well, that said, he's probably going to be transferring out. We'll try and convince him to stay, but I don't think it'll work. Second team, Tyrese Boone. Let's go. And Kayson Dupree. He's probably going to transfer. Tyrese Boone's retiring, or graduating, I should say. And like I said, I don't think we had any freshmen play. We did not. So there is that. So we really had no shot in our conference this year. We actually performed better in non-conference play, and we played Wisconsin and Auburn, so that's kind of saying a lot. I want to say these were our only 3 wins in the conference. So, yeah, the bottom 3 schools might have been our only 3 wins. Uh, yeah, Miami kind of just took it. Um, Ohio, what's this school? Is it Western Michigan? I can't remember which school like blew us out. We'll go through the schedule here in a minute, but let's kind of take a look around. UNLV wins the Mountain West. I will be realigning the conferences in the offseason to be like the confirmed um, changes for next year. Um, so this conference will be a lot smaller. We'll have more than 2 teams in the Pac-12. Should be cool. Georgia wins the SEC. James Madison wins the Sun Belt. This is just regular season because I don't know who actually won the conference tournaments yet. But Clemson finished first in the ACC. Gosh, this conference has a lot of fucking teams. Tulane goes undefeated and wins the American. Kansas State, Big 12. USC, not Big 10. Ugh. Oh boy, no. Michigan State finished dead last. Oh, that's so atrocious. You can only pray that doesn't happen in real life, but who knows. Liberty wins the Conference USA, and nobody cares about these 2 schools. So we started off beating Wisconsin by 1, which was insane. Like, that was a really fun game, and got me so excited for kind of just this series itself. Then we got our bats blown out by Auburn, which is kind of what I expected to happen in both games. So, guess I can't complain that we won one of them. FCS is FCS, doesn't really, whatever. And then we streaked by in UConn. This start right here had me like, oh shit, we might be able to win the match in year 1. And then these 2 games brought me right back down to earth. And we got shit on by Ohio and Western Michigan. This game, if I remember, was kind of a bit of a heartbreaker. I want to say this was an overtime loss, which sucked. I know this was an overtime win. Actually, Wisconsin, UConn, I think. And then these two games. Yeah, so we had at least 4 overtime games, and I think we might have had one more, but 1 or 2 more maybe. Lost to Akron, beat NIU. So, we're 3-0 in rivalry games, which is nice. But obviously, we want to be winning the conference more than anything. Pretty handily beat Kent State, but I think they were the worst team in our conference, so we should be beating them. This game was a little surprising to win. That was also a big win because I think this was when we got the Aviles commit because of this game, which was awesome. And then we finished with a couple of losses. It looks like Marcus Maggio has decided to become our offensive coordinator. Let's go. He had the choice between our shitting school and the worst team in the conference, so made the right choice. We'll be bringing him aboard. So it looks like Dabo Swinney went to Alabama. I feel like I always see Steve Sarkisian go to Michigan, and it's so gross. Michigan's disgusting. Oh, Chuck Martin went to Cincinnati, so that was Miami's head coach. Maybe they'll be a little worse. I don't know. Looks like Wisconsin fired their coach, so Matt Campbell from Iowa State's going to be going there. I don't know if we really care about anything else. I guess Michigan State fired Jonathan Smith. Okay. Fantastic. Why is he a C minus? All right. Well, he's at Wyoming now, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, so it looks like the only thing that happened was Kent State hiring Aaron Watson and hiring John Hewerman, who was just in the void before this. So he's not going to the void just yet. Looks like Miami got... Oh, we had a lot of head coach openings, actually. It doesn't even say... like, why there was openings. Because, obviously, these guys were fired, but, like, why did these two guys get hired? Because I think these were two guys we were looking at for OC. So now I'm a little confused. Oh, here we go. Okay, so he went to be the OC at... Okay, so they got hired away. Let's see. Duke, Arizona, Oregon, Ohio State. Yeah, I mean, all this looks pretty good to me, aside from, like, I mean, just from the... I don't have too much college football knowledge, but it's probably one of the better ones I've seen, at least. So here I think we'll upgrade our coach. Still not level 10 yet, so we can't upgrade anything there. I think we should start going on defense. I'm going to go linebacker just because that's what I'm going to be using. So there is that. College football update here. It looks like Georgia beat Clemson 48-16. Damn. Yeah, so that'll be your champion this year. Suppose we can look at the conference championships. Yeah, so Washington State won the Pac-12. Delaware, let's go. Won the Conference USA. UNLV, Mountain West. Big 12 was Arizona State. Miami did end up winning the MAC conference against Ohio. So that's probably a pretty good reason as to why their coach got hired away to a better job. Sun Belt was Southern Miss. SEC was, of course, Georgia. American was Tulane. The ACC was Clemson. And the Big Ten was USC. So that is year one in the books.